Hi everyone, I'm Georgianne Cowan of Moving Soul Dance, and I also facilitate freeform movement at the LA Dance Collective. I wanted to offer you today a way of working off a chair. The chair is a wonderful partner to work with as a way of creating traction, as a way of opening the body in ways that you can't normally do while you're standing. It's a way of working with balance. It's a way of opening the joints. And I find it to be a playful kind of exploration and actually very satisfying because you can create, as I said, traction and just suspend in that traction and let this sort of opening occur through the system, opening the fascia of the system, opening the joints, allowing the sense of expansion, as I said, but also kind of a stretching of your self-imposed limits in terms of what you think you can do in the way of expansion. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to ask you to put your hands on your heart just to establish the center line. And inhale deeply through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth with a Ujjayi breath. It's a good. Let's do it again. Inhale. And again. And exhale. Beautiful. And then placing the hands in the solar plexus. Again, inhaling. Again. And again. And then lower down into the belly. And this is the way we're connecting with our center, with our core. We're opening this channel, this tube, with the breath. So inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. And exhale. You may feel a little bit calmer, a little bit more centered as a result of breathing this deeply. So just let yourself enjoy that sensation for a moment. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to ask you to move your hips one way and the other. So what I'm doing is I'm letting one sit bone become a little bit more weighted, and then the other sit bone lifted. As I'm doing that, I'm going to let my arms move. All the while inhaling deeply and exhaling. So you're just beginning to let as you're doing this, you're beginning to let the spine also loosen and move laterally, letting the vertebrae of the spine start to diffuse and move as if each vertebrae was moving as it is on its own, connected to the others. Okay, so then just keep going with the breath. And good. And then from here, just sweep an arm forward and another arm forward, and then you just repeat this, alternating arms and hips, weight on either side, weight on either side, beautiful. And then just let the arms spiral in their own way. breathing. And here I am, I'm going to let my legs also come off the ground, so you begin to feel the sense of losing contact with the ground. And then just let the legs start to play a little bit. Let one leg come up, the other leg come up and over. Of course, you can always touch down to change your position a little bit. And the other leg coming up, down. And just playing a little bit with the legs and the chest. The movement of the chest, the movement of the legs. Sort of as if you're in water. Lovely. Nice. And then let yourself move to one side. Just a little bit to one side. And let your legs come off the ground, and you can hold on to the chair as you kind of find your balance. You can come back down to the ground again, your feet come back. Breathing. Finding balance again. Here. I'm just playing with the other side now, finding balance. Breathing. And just beginning to play with this idea that we have a center, and from the center, we can move away from center and be supported by the center. So from that place of balance, we're now going to go down to the ground with the arms. So from here, I'm balancing on one side. I'm going to reach down, and I'm grabbing on the back of the chair, that's okay. And then you can shift your hips so that they're front ways. And this is the place of great pleasure, I find. It's a great place to feel as if you really are suspended. And you really are flying, suspended. Letting the arm reach up, letting the legs move as they will. Exploring with your feet the space, the ceiling, letting the arms circle, letting the arms and the legs both move, exploring the space. And every once in a while, suspend, just stop. And let your fingers and your toes move. And just finding that place of where you want to just stop. And you might want to come forward a little bit, even more. And reach your head down. And the leg up. I have a wall behind me, so if I also want to, you can play with your feet against the wall and feel that kind of support, or if not, both ways are fine. Just let your leg drape behind you. I'm draping my leg on the back of the chair now. Just letting the traction of that open my hips. And then whenever you want to, come up and change sides so that you can explore the other side as well. Again, just situating yourself so that your hips are sideways. You can adjust whatever way you need to. Opening the chest, opening the legs. Breathing deeply. Draping my leg on the back of the chair. Coming towards the ground, you can shift your hips a little bit. You play. It's all about playing. And the idea is that you find the movement and find the sequence that is your sequence. I'm showing you some examples, but you may find some other way, reaching to the ground, or reaching the leg up, or another way coming forward and down. You can also, as I said, use the chair to come up again. And also, you can lie on the chair this way, belly and the hips are supported. Just letting this leg and the other leg kind of find their way. There's something very satisfying about just feeling the support on my chest, on my hips. I can reach back. I can just hang over. I can swim. And of course, there's also the possibility that you can come behind the chair and use it to, again, stretch from. Having that leg be supported is very satisfying. Other. Play in different positions. And then using the chair to point of extending. You can get up on the chair if you want to. So these are some ways that I like to work off the chair. You can find your own ways, but most importantly, establish that sense of your core by breathing into those three centers that we did earlier. And then you can adjust your hips, as I have, finding all these different ways of moving. So this is the moving with the chair demonstration, and hope you find some great music to play while you play with this yourself, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Big hug.